Good evening, friends. Give me a sec. Is my microphone actually working or not? Yeah, it is. Nice. Give me 2 seconds. A long day, been at work, my Danish school, and just came back like around 7. Put my kid to sleep and stuff. And yeah, now I'm here with you fellas. Let me put down the music. Main screen. Yeah, I want to continue with the Kubernetes, but I also want to fix a couple of things. So it's a conflict, and what I want to fix is what I've noticed that's happening is what I've noticed for a long time now, but I would just restart the API, is that my service would actually go down, my API would crash. And when I look at my Grafana, there's actually nothing in the logs. There's the validation error. When was this? Last hour, 3 hours, 6 hours. But if I take the logs from, let's say, 24 hours, there's nothing about the crash. And ironically, also this call stack is a bit useless, but we have the update user that's failing. So I guess it could be potentially something related to this. User tags create, yeah, so this is when user tries to. So I would like to fix that a little bit. And then we kinda, yeah, do, and Zyra, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that a lot. So let's maybe start there a little bit, right? I really want to crash my API now. And if I actually, if we go to our infrastructure here, and I SSH, it's been a while since I SSH'd in here. Is this gonna work? Yes, nice. Okay. So these are all the running containers, right? You can see that I had to restart the API. So yeah. So give me 2 seconds. My wife is sending me something. All right, so it would be nice to figure out like what causes the actual crash, right? So what I'm actually gonna do in production though, let me go and like, shit, what do I want to do? How can I make it? So there's few things that we could in theory fix today. That is syncing the GitHub repositories is one. So if we open some, if we create some to do over here, right? Let's just say to do. So we say like to do, right? To do. So fix syncing repositories, investigate why API crashes ungracefully, right? So I mean, in theory, it should never crash like that. That is really bad. I mean, it should never just like fart out, right? Thank you very much for the follow. So because we have the process exit here, we log this. So even let's say in theory that the service does fart out, we would actually log this app.error.log, right? So, and then we would process exit 1, but I don't think that it happens here. Tabdig on YouTube, good evening, buddy. Give me just 1 second. So we need to figure out, I really want to figure out what, because it's been happening for a long time, but sometimes it would not happen for months, right? but still, it's now it's becoming a problem. I don't want to have that on top of my mind. So okay, so if we take a look at these logs over here, we can see that in a call stack that there's some error happening in the user's controller JS, but there's, yeah, I don't know actually. I don't know, to be honest with you. Give me, yeah, it's a good question. This API users promise all. So we can't really, so somewhere in here in the update user, and I'm missing a lot of type annotations here, somewhere in here as well, we forked out. So what do we have? We have a try and catch. So technically, no matter what failed, we have a transaction here. Then we do a lot of logic over here, and then we have promise all in here that potentially farts out, right? Do we have a transaction rollback in the catch? We do, right? So if something farts out, Vlado, I love you, dude. Let's ask the AI. Let's ask ChatGPT. Let's ask the GitHub chat. Is there anything in my update user that could make my API crash? Is there any error handling that's not done? I don't think so. I mean, this is fairly simple, right? It's just this is the only trace we have. All right, let's see what is it going to generate itself, right? Some of these suggestions are not bad, actually. Let's see if any of this really is needed. So let's get over here and let's actually see. Let's see what we updated. So there's no user. Yeah, but that's never gonna happen because we already have a decorator for this, right? So if we take a look at the controller somewhere or the router, we have the schema, which would fail, the validation would fail. We have the body here, right? So we know that that's never going to be the case. And then we have is authenticated on the request. So we have the decorator that ensures that the user in fact is. So most of these things that the AI did now is actually useless because we'll never reach a point where this is the case, at least, right? So we can nuke that. Request.user.id is never really going to be here if the user is not logged in. So that check also doesn't make much sense. And we are actually stringifying the user inside of here, right? So we have a JSON stringify here. So this to JSON seems completely unnecessary. So this I don't know why it appended this thing here though. Makes no sense. Failed to update cache. Okay, I like that at least. Okay. this, yeah, this I like. Give me 1 second. Where is this? This I like. Yeah, I think so. We can throw from here. We can maybe do something like this. We can say tag ID, right? Something like that. Okay, that's not terrible. I don't know why it actually removed this. Why did it? Why is my formatting not working? Yo, what's up, my friend? Good evening. Yeah, I don't know why my formatting is not working, but we can fix that. Do I have something like... Super weird. Okay, but it's been a long time since we... Okay, it's okay. Okay, if a user has just... I need to remember what I did before. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's good. It's good to have these discussions sometimes. I don't mind. All right, this is not unreasonable, I would say, for sure. And actually, we do log stuff in here. Send error. This is my decorator, right? Send error, if I remember. Yeah, I would log a message here, and then I would do the status. That's fine. One thing I dislike here, though, is that we will actually not... So I really think what we should do here, we should just rethrow this thing. Shit. Yeah, give me 1 second. I need to think about it because I don't like that. So this would be cool because here we can get just the message. This is Pino, right? Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I don't like it too much because this would shadow the original error. We wouldn't actually know why insertion of this failed. Yeah, crap. So we can just rethrow tag error then, right? And we should probably fix formatting and stuff because that's, so I don't need to. So that I think is better. So we get the actual original error in the logging, right? Same here. Let's just rethrow this. But then the question becomes, why do we even have this? This makes the, this now is kind of pointless, right? Why are we wrapping this? Because this is going to throw anyway, right? So there's no point having that there. If it explodes, we already have the outer try and catch, right? So this kind of makes sense, and that's fine. This, let's say, in theory, makes some sense. If you take a look at my cache implementation, how did I implement this? Set user, yeah, so if this farts out, it's also going to explode. So also this kind of becomes unnecessary, right? There's no point because we know if it explodes, it explodes. All right, but anyway, okay, that's fine. But I still need to know what happens when, how does our server crash? Okay, something happened now. So basically I liked something. Oh, fuck yes, this is good, this is good. I think I managed to crash it now. Yeah, wait. Yes, yes, nice, 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 very good. Hello, John, hey buddy. This is very good, I managed to crash it, yeah. Nice, nice, okay, here it is, here it is. Very good. So we just crashed it, but that's amazing. That's very good. It's okay. So we just crashed the API, and it's because of some transaction in the notifications. Transaction cannot be rolled back because it has been finished with state commit. So somewhere in the notifications, in our notification system, we have a transaction that we have some transaction handling that's wrong. Rollback. So somewhere we have a rollback like this. So we basically failed here, I suppose. All right, let's Moshiko, good evening, buddy. So let me just this is very good. This is very good. So transaction cannot be rolled back. Notification line, the line is a little bit irrelevant. Let's see. Let's just give it here because robot is going to read this way faster than I will. Yeah, exactly. And I think that this is literally what we need to do, right? I think this is literally minimize the scope. Exactly. So we can, of course, but I think I like this better. Yeah, I think I like this better. So minimize the scope. But fundamentally, what we can do right here is where was the rollback? So as this guy suggested, hey, what is the transaction? Transaction. He doesn't like that. Yeah, but okay. So I think Yeah, I think, yeah, exactly. So I think we should probably do that. So where do we create a transaction? We create it here. And then we have find one, okay? If recent notification, yeah, that's weird. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, there's too much stuff happening here. That's the problem. Cache map, get mappings, transaction. No, but there's also no point in creating a new one, right? So this is happening here. If recent notification, transaction commit, but then we return here, then we commit a new transaction here. Either way, I don't see another way than checking, hey, so I like this. I like this thing. So this we need to do anyway, right? I think this is also nice, right? So this also is nice, mostly just to do a minimum change, right? I just want to make this work, and then we can refactor this or improve it or made it. But so the problem is this transaction, it returns a transaction. And what is this transaction? It has rollback, commit, but doesn't really have so yes, so the problem is that this object doesn't have this property or state, right? It has lock after commit. Transaction object doesn't have dot finished on it. Yeah, but that's like hacking. We can do that, yeah. But let me try to be a little bit more explicit in my intent, right? Yeah, this alternative is pretty terrible, yeah. Let's do that for now. I just wanna, exactly, let's do that for now. So let's say try, it's super ugly. Yeah, that's pretty disgusting, I must admit, yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll need to rewrite this a little bit. Anyway, this is this does a little bit too much, way too much. All right, cool. Let's okay, but now all right. So okay. But that's just one thing, right? So the core thing here though is why did this fail, right? So let's try to figure this code out. So this has failed. If we take a look at my backend, it's now down. this has failed rolling back notification, as we saw, right? So let's try to go to this code and figure out why would that even happen. So we have the transaction, we get some resource type and its ID. Oh, I know why. I know why. No, let's push this. I know why. I 100% know why. It's okay. I know why for sure. What is this? Why is the log file updated? Okay, you know why exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's an internal dialogue. I definitely know why. Yeah. For sure. I just don't know why is this modified. Why is my log file modified? Cookie, helmet. Shit. Did I say that I know why? I know why. Yep. All right, let's push this. Okay, so let me show you why this is happening. Shit, just hit me. Because as soon as I liked this thought, I noticed that the as soon as I liked this thought, right, the server went down. And of course it went down because, well, first of all, it should have never went down anyway, because this shouldn't have been put. So this this thing should not be like, there should be nothing like this that literally puts the whole API down. So that's a huge problem. So we need to get into why that happens. But the reason why this happens is because when the user signed up, the cache map, I think, didn't contain user information, because this cache map here now expects to get the notification actor, but I believe that user was not part of that. So I believe that is the issue. So when the new user signs up, maybe we're not updating the Redis cache. I think we should be, but if we search for register, let's see what happens here. So I do cache the user. But if we take a look at the notification system here, where's the cache? Where's the notify? Yeah. So cache map from Redis. We give it a metadata, target ID, and type. And then the cache map here has the users and articles. And then I'm like users, notification, metadata, actor ID. So this is the user, that host name, username, email. Okay, and if we go over here, fuck, that's wrong actually. Why is this set to empty string? Yeah, that is absolutely wrong. Why? Why did I do that? Wow. Yeah, that is absolutely terrible. All right, so I think I have an idea now. So this is up and running. If I could somehow now nuke the cache for, let's say, a given user, and then I try to like or dislike, I believe that the error would reappear. George, my friend, good evening. I mean, we could technically test this locally as well, right? Why not? Why wouldn't we be able to, right? So locally, I think the only reason why, yeah, we should be able to. I gotta go. I keep calling you George. All right, gotta go. All right, let's try locally, right? So if we go to our if we go to, where's my crap shit, give me 1 second here. Where's my Redis here? Actually, I don't think that this is exposed outside of the Docker Compose. I don't think that's going to work. Or actually, is it? Of course it is. Yeah, it should be. No, I'm trying to connect to Redis, not to Postgres. Trying to connect to my Redis container. Ah, I see what you're saying. I have selected. I see what you're saying. Thank you. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Okay, what is the... I don't know what is the default username. Oh, there we go. Connected. Thank you. Thank you. Very nice. Okay, here it is. Here's our Redis. Here's our users, right? And here's me. Or here is idea maker. So if I remove... All right, but let's mimic shit. Let's mimic this behavior. Let's try to get to the bottom of this. So if I go to cache and just not do this, I say username and still keep it like this, right? This is how it was. And then I sign in as a new user, sign up locally. So I'm going to say create account, a@b.com, test. network XHR create. We're gonna get the confirmation URL here, and we're gonna smack it in here. Okay, test interests Angular, Andorra, complete profile. Okay, cool, right? Xavier, good evening. So now if we take a look at our database again, take a look at the users. Yeah, fuck, man, look at this. That's terrible. So, right, so now if I, in theory, now if we go to our Docker container, to our API container, and I try to follow this user from my other account, right? So I go, I log out, I log in with my hi Alexander XYZ password. Let's see now what happens. I try to follow this guy, for example. So that was fine, okay? But then I go here and then I say, shit, what was the A, B, test. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. Test. Wasn't this a incorrect email? Crap. Shit. All right, let's create another account. Or, yeah, let's try another b@b.com. Password. Oh, come on. All right, never mind. Need to do it again. phil@phil.com. Password. Yeah, I think we got it now. Phil. Complete. Let's take a look at the Redis cache now. Yeah, so we can see that it's messed up. There's also an undefined record, which is fine. All right, so now if the fill creates a thought, hi there, I'm Phil, right? Then I do this and I like it. Yeah, I would have fucking expected this to kind of break. Yeah, but it also could be local code. It could be also an environment related thing, right? Maybe let's take a look at that. So, well, first of all, we know this is wrong now. So we can see that Redis, in fact, is, so it seems that we cached the user at the wrong time. So let's fix that. So we call the set user twice. We call it here. And this most likely is the problem. So here, really, we should provide also, yeah, and I mean, if this kind of succeeds technically, right? So if email exists, whatever, first name token. So at this point we will not have a username yet because user hasn't completed their profile. So maybe we shouldn't cache a user here at all yet. But this is just the registration part, right? So here we shouldn't really be doing it, I guess, at all. So this, no, this is fine, but this we shouldn't do, I think, because now we're caching a user with partial information, right? We could whatsoever, yeah, that's why this is, that's why this was kind of empty like this. So that was definitely a bug. So that's good that we found it. And that also explains, I guess, this field is unexplained. Why is this undefined? Oh, that makes no sense. But okay, so let's try to not cache at this point when the user signs up, but rather when the user actually completes their profile, right? So they will log in eventually. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly. All right, cool. So I think that kind of makes it almost correct. So if I go ahead and make a new account, so now I just finished registration, right? We should no longer see that record in Redis. So if we just open that up again, where's my Redis thing? Here. Yeah. So we don't see the test there. Okay. We finish the account creation, meaning we need to finalize this. So we can say test 1, 2, 3. Mm-hmm. Now we have the username. We don't have an email for some reason, and we have a name. So email is still not there. Okay, so let's fix that. Why so? Logged in user. No, I have not heard of that, unfortunately, no. Users fine. Let's take a look at the user. So if we go here, no, this is our I have not heard of that. Play one game. Oh my god. Good evening, buddy. I missed you, man. Where have you been? How's life? Connection timeout. Okay, so it seems we're no longer connected to this. Hey, buddy. How are you, man? How is everything? So we have nice, man. Nice. I love my VS Code. I love my VS Code. I have zero read. There is nothing right now that irritates me with VS Code. If it ever starts becoming an irritation, then for sure I'll switch to something else. For now I love. Yeah, man. I wasn't around for a long time. Yeah, I wasn't around. You know, I think you know me very well by now. I'm not a content creator. You know, I don't have any, apart from me having fun with you guys and hanging out. This is a liability in every other sense, right? So sometimes I'll stream and sometimes I might not stream for months. That's just how it is, unfortunately. I wish that there was some gain as well here, besides fun, to keep me, you know, fully engaged into it. But you know, it's really just besides fun and passion about the project, it's you're finishing your studies. Nice, man. Nice. Give me 1 second. I think I might know. If we go to the user model, and I think we might be filtering out some, due to security reasons, I might be filtering some user sensitive fields. Yeah, non-logged in user. Yes. Is that the case whatsoever, or is it not? Yeah, but this is for non-logged in user, right? Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. You're absolutely right. It's just, yeah, like you said, it's how it is. It's how it is. Okay, so the only enigma that we have here is why and how do I use the scopes? I actually forgot, to be very honest with you. Like, I know that I can like provide a scope if I remember with Sequelize, right? So I can provide a scope. No, that's not what I mean. I meant there were these scopes. Shit. How do I use some of the defined scopes when using find one with SQL? I literally forgot. It's been a while since I used it. Yeah, exactly. Yep. So it was dot scope, right? Wait, this is the front end. Yes, okay. So with sensitive fields, right? I suppose it's this one. So if we go over here, oh, yeah, I see. I think it was like this. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was like this. Let's test that. I think that should be fairly simple to test because I'm logged in, I guess, as this guy. Hopefully, if I go and edit my profile, but then I nuke the nuke the record for that given in Redis. So if I just update, I don't know, my country to Albania, for example, or whatever, and save, now we should, in theory, see that updated. Yeah, here's the email now. So now the scope provided there is actually correct. Okay, cool. So I'll just lastly test once more with a brand new account. So I'll go sign up again. Play one game at playonegame.com. Password. Create account, register, get this thing in here. Yes. Play one game. Poland. Oh. Play one game. Poland. Hey man. Welcome back. Okay, complete. At least one tag. Okay, complete. And then over here now. What the fuck, man? Dude, are you kidding me? How is this email empty, man? How is that possible, dude? And also, why is this field undefined? Is this tool kind of messing up a bit? Oh, shit. Wait. It's because this ID as well is probably missing, right? Let's print this thing, right? Let's just print this guy. Why didn't I just print that? How is this even possible? Palestine. Travis is anti-Poland. Yeah, so now we have access to all of that. Okay, I'm gonna try just once more. Now I think it should be fine, right? Let me just skim through that once more. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Okay. Mm. Yep. Yeah, sure. Let's go back here. No, that didn't work at all, actually, now. So this update user, there's no username set. If username exists, update user, promise all data. Cow, dog, cat. Mm-hmm. Dude, I like. Okay, we actually have it here now. Wait, give me a second. Okay. Let me just remove a few of these records here. Yeah. Yeah, that's incorrect still. I'm shocked at this point. On Hetzner, cache set user data values. Yeah, just give me 2 seconds. I can show you. It has no username. Oh, yeah, but we're not passing this crap anymore, right? Ah, come on, dude. And then we're printing the user in there. I see. Yeah, types are a bit loose there, so it's very problematic now. All right, so let's try that again. Afghanistan. Okay, now it seems fine. Now it seems fine. Okay. Jesus Christ, man. Afghanistan. I probably misspelled that, but that's what it is. Password. Passwords. Create account. Get the confirmation token. Continue. Create. Afghanistan. Algeria. Complete. Fucking finally, man. Okay. Username Afghanistan. Alright, cool. Let's push that. Oh, no. Oof. We actually can't do that. That would be very scary. We would now expose some data. We can't do that. No. No. Yeah, I mean, this is good, but we can't respond with all of these things. I don't want to do that. Okay, but this works now, so that's fixed. So that is correct, but these are the fields we're basically excluding. Yeah. So how do we do that? Yeah, that's really, really shitty. How? Because we need to get it and then remove it from the response, right? So this is too aggressive. What do I actually expect here? If we take a look at the router and we get the actual user here, so look at the schema over here. We basically return all the non-sensitive data, right? Yeah. Yeah, and we definitely don't want to return the email. We don't want to expose this to the browser. We don't want to expose people's emails in the browser, right? Obvious. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fine. That's okay. So I'm gonna create this is a little bit tough, yeah, because I don't. Yeah, I'm not going to remove the email from the sensitive fields because it is sensitive. So how do we do that nicely? Tikwidev, greetings from Costa Rica. Hi, Costa Rica. Well, thank you for tuning in, man. I hope you're having a great time there. We're just fixing some stuff in the API here. So what we're gonna do, let's take a look at this. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna omit the hidden tag. And then this is gonna give us the actual user. That's okay. And then we're gonna just query this. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna say omit sensitive fields and pass it the output of this function here. Nice, man. Well, I'm happy that you found me. Hopefully, I'm not gonna irritate you too much. Okay, so let's do now return. Let's just do something like object.keys, right? user, and then reduce, exactly. Exactly, right? And then we do something like this, right? We need to fix that formatting. It's very annoying to do this. So in theory, that should work, basically, right? I don't like this super much, but also it's not dangerous because we are using this explicit dot scope and we're using it only in this place. So it's very explicit and it implies that we are in fact getting the user here with all the sensitive data. Now, if this actually works, the put the 201 should not include sensitive fields. And as we can see, it doesn't. Yeah. If we just actually do this instead and do another update, we should in fact see sensitive fields returned. So let's just be sure of that. So I'm going to go to settings again, update to Angola, save. And then as we can see, yeah, I'm not seeing them still. Oh, no. Oh, shit, never mind. I mean, so the reason why this does like this is because our Fastify schema is saving us as well. So even if I forgot this, we have an additional layer of security. And this is why Fastify is so amazing, right? Because you can see here for our, if we find the put as well, right? So if we take a look at the put schema, and if we take a look at the properties that we are actually returning, we can see that whatever you specify in your response schema, it's only going to return these properties. So actually, I'm pretty sure that this data, in fact, here that we are omitting does indeed provide sensitive data. But on the router level, on the response level, we have a schema that filters it out. Because if we print this data, and do another update. So that's good, but let's just be super safe. So let's just make sure we filter it out no matter what in both places, right? So if I do like this now, and if we take a look at the container, we'll actually see the password and stuff being in here, right? Password expiry, blah, blah, blah. Password as well, right? But if we take a look at the response, obviously it's not there. So that's very good. Okay. All right, now I'm happy with that. We have protected ourselves because, yeah, if I by accident remove the schema or whatever, or somebody else, then there's at least omit sensitive fields over here, right? Which is using the same centralized sensitive fields that we have in the model. Give me 2 seconds. So that is very good. That's very good. Okay, super. Okay, let's deploy this to production. I saw that I have a notification. Cassie, my friend, good evening. I saw a notification. Lasse Johan. Oh, Lasse is here. And let's see now, is there any logs that we should take a look past 15 minutes? No, not yet. Okay. Okay, beautiful. That's super good. I like it now. Let's just review our own code. Nice, so we're including some sensitive fields here. Yeah, it's like scary stuff. We double omit them here. So that's very good. Yeah, this is very important that we fixed. I don't know if this was the reason, fully the sole reason why API was farting out, but it's a good. Okay, and let's just push this to production, and then let's take a look at our CI here. And I can't wait for us to move this to our Kubernetes cluster. This fella over here. Can't wait to move the network to our own server and own our own data and everything. That's going to be awesome. What did I want to do actually? Oh shit, this is wrong project. Sorry. Front end API. Yeah. Nice, 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 nice. Very, very nice. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna read this later. That's super. Very nice to see that you guys are signing up. Thank you very much for that. That's pretty cool. How long have you been working on this project? I don't know, man. Like this whole platform has been built in the side of the stream. And I sometimes stream 5 days in a row, and then I don't show up in 2 months, right? So I don't know. I haven't been measuring. I don't work on this actively. I work this only if I stream. That's pretty much it. But there's a lot of stuff that has been built. So if I would want to calculate time, it took a long time. Because, you can also take a look at all of these repositories there. There's a lot of stuff that I built just for this project, bunch of libraries and things just to suffice needs for this specific project, right? But how long time? I don't know. I don't evaluate it in time because it's not built in such a way, right? If I wanted to build this truly just as a product, I would have never streamed. I would have sat myself for a month or two at home or after work. So it's the whole point is building it with community. So building something while streaming, I guess what I'm trying to say is definitely not productive. Because obviously, sometimes I spend the whole stream just answering questions and stuff, right? Okay, did it actually deploy or not? I can see that it's not doing well. Did it actually? Yeah, it's having a hard time, I think. Yeah, I think it's farting out. Craft friend, good evening. Corsair, okay. Yeah, so I think it farted out. Let's take a look at that. So it didn't actually like something. I think our container most likely exited or something. Yeah, it did. So let's see what happened there. But it didn't like something for sure. Ah, interesting. Cannot find modules, users model. Oh, what? So is it the wrong import or something? What have we done? Oh, it's this thing here that it's failing. API users model. Fair enough. And why can't it find it? We're breaking the... Yeah, no, but this is an interesting one. Cannot find, okay. Required, this server cannot find module users, la 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 la. Required stack is that. I wonder if it's cache related or whatever. Huh. Yeah, that's a bit weird, right? Is it like a cyclic dependency or something? That could be one of the things, right? This is config utils. Do we import anything here from config utils? Yeah, we do from image utils, right? Huh. All right, let's take this and put it in a different place. So let's put this inside of the something like user.utils.ts. So just in case if that's an issue, right? I don't actually know if it's an issue, but let's just imagine that it is. And then here we import it from there. And then over here we can also import it from there, right? And also let's then move this there as well, right? But then we have, yeah, all right. I'm not very happy with that. Utils is also, let's call it user.constants.ts instead, right? And then what else do we have? We had authentication strategies. Yeah, which is no longer correct. Now it should be over here, right? Okay. All right. So that should be, I guess, fine, right? Yeah, cool. All right, let's try to deploy that and hopefully not break production anymore. Oh, I see what's happening here. The imports are also wrong because this relative stuff that won't work like this. Yeah, I see another issue there. So this is kind of correct. Yeah, this is relative to the constants, sure. This also would not do, yes. Yeah, so it was a wrong import by our tooling. That broke it. Okay, I see. Config utils or whatever. Yeah, this is not good. Or how is it? Where is this? I mean, in theory, it should work, right? In theory, it should work, but I'm a bit scared about it now. No, actually, it should work. Yeah. Good evening, Vladdy. All right, let's fix that. Right? Yeah. So that is now correct as well. Yes. That should be correct. That should be correct. And that should be correct, right? All right, cool. Let's push that stuff again. Hopefully it's not going to break this time. I mean, our CI is not perfect. In theory, we could have just rolled back automatically. So we could have some sort of a hook or whatever that said, hey, your API has farted, do a webhook to whatever, GitHub or whatever, and just redeploy the last working version, right? But let's not, that has nothing to do with this. Let's try this now. And then the next thing on our list would be fixing up the syncing of GitHub repositories. So I need to see what happened there. That's an interesting one. Somebody has reported that long ago, so it would be worth fixing as well. And there we have some people watching on YouTube. That's very nice. Hi, YouTube people. Thank you for being here. That's pretty cool. Chica, my friend, good evening. How are you? Okay, let's wait for this bad boy to redeploy so our production can hopefully become alive again. And then we fix another thing. build and push, build and push. Let's go, come on. All right, and then, yeah, okay, so while we're waiting, let's take a look at some of the things. So if I go to my settings on GitHub, oh, what did you do with the policeman? No, actually, if I go to my profile, and then I go here, I suppose, and then settings. Jesus Christ, man. Balkans. Okay, synchronize public repository staging. So it would be pretty nice if we make the local staging thing work so we can test this locally, so I don't have to do it in production. But let's make sure that this actually gets deployed. It's deploying to Hetzner now. It's gonna, so let's hope that it's gonna be up now. Yeah, okay, we're back online. That's good. That's great. Okay, so next thing we want to fix, right, is repositories, syncing of the repositories, right? So if okay, let me try to do that locally. So some of you might know that you can sync your repositories so you can share them on your profile on Programmer Network. Some of you might know that. Some of you might not know that, but yeah, you can do that. So if I go to my profile repositories and click this resync, we are sorry, Alex, but something has farted out. That's what I'm getting. 404. And we're getting this when we hit our auth GitHub sync repos. We're saying, hey, Alex, that simply doesn't exist, man. So another API issue. So this is the redirect path that we attempt to start. And then this is the callback URL, which is our environmental variable, basically. It's something... it's probably, hopefully it's set to this one over here. So actually, in fact, give me 2 seconds. You stare at our cluster here. Stare at our cluster just so I can see the development thing. So gh sync repositories callback URL. I just want to check it. 5000 auth GitHub callback sync public repositories. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, beautiful. Let's take a look at our Docker container. Our API is running on a completely different port, on a port 9299. Is it though? Is it really? That is a strange freaking port, I can tell you that, man. Why did I choose that in my Docker Compose? I don't know. Did I actually choose it? Yeah, I don't know. But if I did, yeah, that's not what I meant to do. Stare at the cluster again. Shit, I'm confused now. Give me a second. So what if I do it in production? Let's see what we're gonna see in the logs. So I do this in production. Something went wrong. Fair enough. Do we get anything in the logs now? Did we like log this error or whatever? I really need to fix this one. So let's try clicking it again. What do we get? All right, let's take a look at our Swagger. Let's take a look at our Swagger spec. Where's my Swagger? Yeah, here. Auth GitHub sync repos. Auth GitHub. auth GitHub callback. So we are most likely and most probably actually hitting something. And also this shouldn't be going back to homepage. This should send you back to your profile, but that's another issue. But fundamentally, yeah, it seems that we are in fact trying to hit something. So let's take a look at the UI as well. So what is the UI calling? Where's our front end? So when we go to repositories and click resync, let's follow that end to end. So we say resync, right? So we go to our React app, on click handle sync, and then I send the user to GitHub auth sync repo. So we just change the location. So we go take the user to localhost 5000 auth GitHub sync repos. But 5000 doesn't really exist in this context. It's rather, if we are to trust the port here, I suppose, I'm not actually 100% sure, but I don't think that our port right now is what is our port? I'll just try this for fun. Fuck it. Algoritmo at cafe. Hey man, good evening. Thank you for coming, man. All right, so what happens now when we've updated the port to this container port? Okay, so now the port at least is correct, right? Okay, I see. I see. So that is, something has been different now. So that is good now. We have a different error. So that's a good thing. We have a different error. That's great. Let's try that again. Resync. Wait a minute. So actually no. So that my bad. So apparently 5000 is fine here. Maybe we have a proxy of some sort or whatever, right? I don't actually know, but it doesn't really matter. So we hit this URL with some appended code that gets appended by something or someone. I don't know at which point, but we do hit this. So we hit the auth GitHub sync repos, right? And then that potentially redirects us. So this starts the actual process, and then the redirect URL could be wrong. So this is where we start. And then this is some state or whatever that's maybe appended on the GitHub side. We need to fix this because I don't remember. So it could be also envs that are wrong here now. It could be also that no, okay, so the port local port is fine. So this callback here is okay as well. So the callback is okay. I wonder if I should generate a new secret or something. Maybe this one expired. Is that possible? I don't know. Wait a minute. Stare at my face. Generate a new client secret. Just give me a moment. I can't show this in the stream. Can't show the secrets in the stream. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Sorry. All right, I've generated a new secret here. Client secret. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go to my env development, GitHub. GH client secret, yeah, this thing, and then I should have client ID as well. Oh crap, that's wrong, sorry. All right, sorry for that. 1 second. All right, cool. So now I think at least my keys and stuff are correct. So we should at least not worry about that. So if this is now wrong, it could be something to do with odd GitHub sync repos. And then there's this. So it's failing because of this kind of generated hash. And I wonder, what am I using to handle this? I guess I'm using Fastify auth. So maybe my logic for that is no longer accurate. Maybe I have upgraded the dependency at one point and then it stopped working. Let's take a look at that. So if we go here, what version of that am I using? 790. So if we go to releases, and when did I update that? 4 months ago. Give me 1 second. I'm just checking if there were any updates or anything. Because I don't remember how I did my own authentication. I'm not using any service or anything. Flubbers in a man butt. What a beautiful name. Good evening, buddy. Yeah, so I'm just gonna... Okay, so now we can see that we actually got somewhere. So there is a high probability that... So I think this default state is what gets appended to that string. So if I do dddd whatever, let's just confirm that. And then over here, if the request state is default state, we do the callback. So basically, if it's this, otherwise we say invalid request, whatever. So let's I don't actually know. Let's take a look at that. So if I resync here, that's going to fail, obviously. Yes. So yeah, here we get this hash. And this is a security type of measure, I believe, right? Just ensuring that the session that the user has authorized is their own. I don't actually remember this. I don't remember why I've done it. I have no idea. It's been so long ago. Literally have no clue. So let's ask the robot. I literally don't remember. Let's try with our AI. I don't remember, to be honest. It's been too long. It's been like, yeah. This doesn't work. Where's my... Oh wow. The error route level is likely due to misconfiguration, your auth setup, or mismatch in callback. Start redirect rip defines where users will be redirected to start the auth login process. Yeah, I do. Have I done any unit testing? Yes, most of the stuff in this project is unit tested, yes. I'm sorry, give me a second. CDA source development. Let's restart. Start. Where is it? API. Yeah, I just needed to source the envs again. And then if I go back here, Let's see what the robot said actually. State is valid. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing, right? That is already what I'm doing. So that used to work, I guess. So also, if we take a look at the app over here, sync public repositories, right? Yeah. If we print that, what do we get? We get localhost auth GitHub callback sync public repositories. So that is a correct callback. Okay. All right. What if we print? So that is fine. That is correct. In fact, I have the default state defined here. What if I do like 1, right? And then I say here 1, for example, just for fun. All right, I guess we need to get some errors. I mean, this is how the hell do we even debug this? And all right, we need to do something about this clearly. So we will hit this, I suppose, from the UI, right? Let's actually, let me just go to the front end again. So the front end is going to do this. It's going to send us, hey, go to GitHub sync repos. And that is, if we take a look at our Swagger, yeah, it's actually not here. Yeah. And then we have sync public repositories here. This is something else. Yeah. So I would actually expect, it's a little bit weird, I would expect this to be in Swagger. When this plugin is registered, I would expect it to practically, yeah, do that. Let's actually go over here to this repository that we're having an issue with. Is there any other 404s here? No, okay, I'm the only idiot, okay. Okay, let's maybe read a little bit. So this function is only required if start redirect path is not provided. So basically, this is what they do for us if we provide it. The service provider redirect the user here after success. Yes. In short, if not, oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. So let's see, maybe that messed it up. Eventually import OAuth plugin, OAuth options, cookie option. Cookies are by default HTTP only. Same set lacks. If it does not suit your use case, it's possible to override it. But we do have the cookies, right? We already, or maybe plugins. Yeah, so we do have the cookies, in fact, over here, right? So register the cookies. That's what they're doing as well. NSD, good evening, friend. How are you? Right, so if we go back here, no, if we're not there. Where were we at? I don't actually know. Utils config, set up plugins, auth controller, yeah. So no, so we are in fact doing it properly. So we register the auth, yeah, so it's fine. So we register it here. So we register the cookie options, whatever. GitHub configuration. And this is fundamentally correct, right? Because there's no this endpoint doesn't really exist. So in fact, it is correct to say that, hey, I was redirected back to something that doesn't exist, because this thing would have to be like /state or something, right? For this to make sense. So I don't actually know. This was something new that either changed with a dependency bump or something like that. If I actually go back over here and just scroll a little bit up, I think good, man. I also haven't streamed honestly much, to be very frank with you, so you didn't miss much. I've been also away for quite a long time, to be honest with you. Yeah, I've been also away. Give me a second. So what I'm actually going to do here, I'll do something like this, and I'll get rid of this, and I'll put this crap in here just so we can debug a bit. This is just my assumption now. And then let's try to say here console log testing nsd. Right, okay. So now, if we try this again, I think we actually did get there. NSD. Okay, good. So we're actually getting in there. So that's very good. Of course, Facebook auth2, we don't want that. We want, what do we want? We want we want Fastify. I suppose GitHub auth2 would be the name. I don't actually know. So let's try, yeah, just try to replace this with GitHub auth2. And then here, hopefully in this callback, we have some capabilities to figure out what the hell is happening. NSD is here, error. Okay. Yeah. So now if we go back over here and smack this. All right. Something has worked now. Different error, huge success, right? The redirect URI is not okay. That's good at least, right? That is good, right? Redirect URI. My friend Doru, I have some Romanian colleagues at work. He told me that it's that you guys are having elections, yeah. But I'm not very interested into like regional politics, mostly into global things. But yeah, so not so much, to be very honest, not so much. Okay, so this is good, guys. This is something very good. Redirect URI. No, I to be very frank with you, I have not. Doru told me this morning that some pro-Russian party apparently is winning, which is, I mean, if they're genuinely winning, you know, I am for democracy, right? So even if sometimes that democracy doesn't align with my values. So I hate also, I dislike this notion of liking democracy only when it fits my personal desires. So I'm just saying, in theory, if people have voted for one or the other, the one that people voted for should win. That's what democracy is. Now, can it be questioned if they did or not or whatever? Well, you can question any elections on the planet. I mean, you saw what happened in the US and what's happening, right? Yeah, there's a lot of Romanians in Copenhagen, yeah. What is a redirect URI in this sense? Because I guess, do they mean callback one? Because it's a terminology. Wait, give me 1 second. I think we're onto something here, which gives me some hope, to be honest with you. Yeah, exactly. So they do match. They do match, right? So if we print this bad boy, process CNV, and then this fella. Yeah, I mean, no, this has worked for a long time before, right? So it should be fine, to be very frank with you. I don't think I will check, of course, absolutely, no question about that. But it's not called redirect URI; it's called callback URI here, and in fact it is correct to what I'm testing now. I'm testing now with the staging one, right? So here's authorization callback URL. This is basically what they're probably referring to, right? So if we print this over here as well. just as a hard-coded string. Let's compare the two. So this is the callback URI set here, and then the one set on GitHub, right? So technically, yeah, so you can see they're identical. HTTP localhost 5000 auth, GitHub callback, sync public repositories. So, it is the same. Yeah, it is the same. What's not the same is GitHub is redirecting. GitHub is doing something different, right? So that is the problem. That is what I see here. And this is a new thing. So GitHub is now doing this, right? And I can see the redirect URI here is localhost auth. Wait a minute. All of that is handled by this library. Localhost 5000 auth GitHub callback. What the fuck? Why? This is correct. The scope is correct. But redirect URI here is wrong. It should be redirecting back to this, right? So you can see that it's almost as if it's not working in staging, because this is the callback, right? Sync public repositories, which if we actually see over here, sync public repositories, sync public repositories. So it is. Let me do one thing. I'm going to do this, even though that's not correct. I'll do this. I'll do this. And I'll just hard code this crap in here like this, okay? I don't get it, man. What the fuck is happening? Oh, shit, man. I know what's happening. I know what's happening, actually. Yeah, crap. Shit. I know what's happening. Okay, never mind. Bear with me. Yeah, that's annoying. We have two different crap. Let me print this. I use GitHub for two different things. One is for syncing repositories and another one for logging in as well, because you can sign up and log in with GitHub, right? So I think this route here is taking over. I think we're actually hitting this route here most likely somehow. When we call it back, we call this shit back. So if I actually do this just for the sake of testing, and then I take this guy and put it back there in the synchronized public repositories staging update. Well, okay, well, something at least has happened now, right? I can see that we actually came here and we farted out, so that's okay. But if we actually do this now, and we do this, and we take a look at that again, it could be, give me a second, can, yes, there we go. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Okay. Okay, good, almost good. I think we're kind of almost there. So there's something seems to be wrong with something seems to be wrong with starting the redirect path, because this seems to work. Generate authorization URL. undefined. Okay. I remember building this. It's been a while. Shit. Seems I need to relearn it. Yeah, that's undefined as well. Oh, this one. This is why. Shit. That's why, I guess, right? That's why. Okay. It should be this, right? Yeah, I guess. I suppose. Now I maybe remember a bit more. Yes. Resync. All right, something's happening at least. Okay, cool. Did we manage to print that shit? 404. Yeah, okay. Generate authorization URI. Yep. Yep. Okay, so this is the redirect URL that we get to. So this is correct. GitHub login auth, authorized response type code, client ID, correct, and redirect URI, HTTP, localhost 5000, GitHub callback sync public repositories. So we go there. So we went there, and then it said, hey, you know what? We can't. Shit, man. What is this? Crap, man. Is this the problem here? The way that I'm appending this. No, but this is supposed to redirect to the UI. Sync GitHub repository to hostname, sync GitHub repositories access token. Where do I call this sync GitHub repositories? In here, so this is my controller. So we get the token correctly. Fuck. But we shouldn't be redirecting there, right? Oh yeah, this is the redirecting to the UI. And then appending. Oh man, crap. So this sends us to the UI with the access token. And then the UI is supposed to call shit, man. Then we have this oh my god, man. Wait. Maybe I'm onto something here. So we have this access token somewhere. Yes, over here. So we get the token if there's no token redirect, and then we call this thing again with that access token. Oh my fucking god, man. Oh shit, dude. Why? Okay, so this now makes sense. This now makes sense. And yeah, man. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? This is the issue, man. Oh, dude. That was a typo. Are you kidding me, man? I think this was a typo when I was refactoring crap. Yeah. 100% a typo. Think we got it now. V1 users. Yeah, dude, this was a fucking typo, man. Oh my god, dude, are you kidding me? think this is gonna be the fix there. There we go, man. So if we go over here, let's literally just literally get status. Let's just git stash everything. And let's try that again. Let's wait for the API to restart, resync. Oh my god, dude, are you kidding me, bro? Yeah, I think that was it. That was pretty much it, I think. Shit, man. Let me take a look at, hopefully it, can we connect to a local database? Let me see. Let me push this to production. Literally one line. All right, let's push this to production. Unbelievable. Oh my lord. Why did I assume instantly that it was something complicated? Front end. Actions. Yeah, let's wait for that to build. What did I want to do? Is there any logs? I just wanted to know. Let's go to programming network now. Okay, nice. More people are signing up. That's super nice. Cody, Denmark. Nice. Another fellow friend from Denmark. That's super cool. All right, did it deploy? Almost. Upload complete. Uploading dependency cache. Okay. So should be now having the latest version. Ah, shit, man. What happened to production? Ah. Nah, come on. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Or maybe I didn't yet. Oh. So yes. Nah, no. I fucked up, I think. Wait. Yeah, I fucked up. Oops, my bad. All good. That URL is not, we're missing a base URL. Oof, okay. A cold sweat right there. Cold sweat right there. We're missing a base URL here in the service. And then slash blah, blah, blah. Slash sync public repositories. Okay, good. Try that again. It worked locally because of how the URLs resolve. That's why we didn't see it. All right. Where's our Cloudflare pages? Let me just close up a bunch of this shit. And actually, crap, also what I wanted to do, I don't know if I'm going to have the time now. I wanted to add Sentry. So right now, what am I using for tracking errors? I've been using Sentry at work for so many years. So I think it would make sense to switch to it as well. Maybe even ask to support this for free. Right now we're using something that I'm not very happy with at all, and that's rollbar. It's pretty bad actually. So this is actually pretty bad, honestly. I'm not very happy with it. Service worker, okay. So maybe we can do that, but let's wait for this to deploy. Okay, deployed. Let's go to production. Let me refresh just to get the new files, hopefully. Resync. Alrighty. Nice. Did we actually resync though? Yep. Okay, well that's fixed as well officially now. What a stupid thing. What a stupid thing. Okay, well let's mark that as done as well. So that's great. Super. So we did both things that we planned this stream. So that's great. Hopefully the API is not going to crash like that anymore. And actually, that's another thing. Let me just have a little chat with the OpenAI because with my own client, because that was pretty scary, man. How can a transaction like I have fixed this now, but what worries me and what is incredibly strange is that that one transaction error puts the entire API down. Why does this happen? No, but this exception is caught. Come on. Yeah, but we are handling this, right? We are handling the exceptions gracefully, are we not? So we have the SIGINT, right? Okay. All right, it's a little bit depressing that I wasn't handling this. Yeah, that is I must say a little bit depressing, honestly. Yeah, okay, let's do that. But pretty bad, yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah, that is very strange. These are the types of things I would not usually forget. This is gracefully gonna attempt to do that, right? Yeah. Uncaught exception. Do we want to kill the process though? Do we want to process exit? All right, let's push this. Let's just leave it. Let's see if it does really anything, right? Yeah, let's see if it does anything eventually. If the app crashes again, the API crashes. Let's see if it actually does anything. Let's take a look at our notification event emitter as well, right? Where's our event emitter? We do have a try catch here, right? Yeah. So when the notification event comes in, we do handle that error. Yeah, so I don't see a problem there. So is there something else? Yeah, of course we're doing that. Of course we're doing that as well. And you don't really need to do this in... yeah, maybe we could have also done this for uncaught exceptions, right? So actually, I kind of like this. Let's go there. I kind of like that, yeah. Let's get over here. Yeah, we don't... yeah, sure. Yeah, fine. Ah. Probably want to try and close this as well, right? So actually our shutdown gracefully should really be looking like this. I think this is better what I had before. So essentially it's like, hey, close the actual connection, close the SQLized connection as well, Postgres connection, and then try to exit, and maybe just say finally also try to exit, right? I don't know if I have some type for this. SQLize. I have no idea. Yeah, okay, that's correct. Yeah, maybe something like that. Maybe something like that is better. Yeah, sure. So I can say here, maybe. And then we give it an app and SQLize, right? And then we do the same over here, right? Greetings from Montreal. Keen. Good evening, Keen or Keen. Good evening, man. Thank you for coming. I hope you're having a great time where you are, man. I actually don't like this too much, to be honest. So what I'm gonna do is not log maybe here. We'll actually, in fact, log here. In here, that's okay. But I think we still need to... yeah, I don't actually know. Let's not overthink it. I think at this point, I'll just say app.log. Exactly, right? Exactly. Yeah, and that's correct, right? So let's yeah, let's not nerd with it anymore. I've always seen this 4-hour stream. Is it 4 hours, man? Okay, it's yeah. I mean, this is not a type. This content can be a little bit overwhelming as well, right? Because you really need to know. I mean, I'm the first one who would not sit and watch someone code for 4 hours, right? I mean, I'm sure that people have better things to do. I hope so, at least. But yeah, you can. I mean, you know, streaming is amazing, man. I used to mentor for 200-300 euros an hour, right? And now you can basically ask, you know, an expert something that you care about. So the world has changed in a good way in that sense that, you know, people like to share knowledge and stuff. So it's just people don't know how to utilize it. That's the irony. You know, I spent 5.5 years teaching back in the day, and now most people will not even ask anything, right? So it's interesting to observe how times change, right? From people paying shit tons of money for things to you know, not understanding the value that they can have if they just want to put in some work, right? But yeah, but that's just how it is. All right, so this is now building. But yeah, don't forget, I mean, I'm streaming on Twitch. Twitch is an entertainment platform. So to say the target group of people is not really the right one. Unfortunately, there isn't a different streaming platform where target group would be more adequate, more appropriate, unfortunately. So Twitch is, you know, when I look at demographics, Twitch is predominantly filled with a lot really young people and people who came for entertainment, right? That's why also majority of these streamers who are under quotes popular, they're popular because they mostly just talk crap and shit on something, right? And that type of content really sells well versus just seeing a random guy writing code, right? That's boring, right? Alrighty, well, let's just wait for this to finish, and then hopefully we can also round up. I need to go to work tomorrow. Joker, thank you very much, man, for writing a message. Thank you. Whenever you're around, man, just say hi or whatever. I know that sometimes it might not be something you, but it means you know, when people at least say, "Hey, Alex," you know, you don't need to. As I said, I would never watch someone for 3 hours, no matter what they do. Right? That's insane. So I understand the dynamics of the stream. People come, they watch, they need to do something else. That's how it should be, right? But yeah, saying hi or something, I think that's no, GitHub Actions are free. GitHub Actions have a very generous free model, like really, really generous. So you need to start paying for them when you really, if you're deploying hundreds of times a day, then you need to pay for them. But besides that, Christopher, good evening, Christopher. Thank you for sending a message, man. So no, so I don't actually know. We can check GitHub Actions free tier. No, it's 2,000 minutes a month. 2,000 minutes a month, right? So that's a lot. If you optimize your CI, so for example, right, like for example, this job, of course, I mean, you should always strive. So you can see that I can deploy approximately, let's say, my API 1,000 times a month. Like, right, so that would be 30 times a day I can push code. So you can see how amazing it is, right? So of course this depends if you're building a binary. For example, I remember when I worked at Airtame 7-8 years ago, we had this massive Chromium binary that we had our own version of Chromium that we had to build, and that would sometimes take 12 hours to build, right? So it also, so when I say generous, I need to be careful with my wording, because if you're building a web app, this is more than generous. But if you're building an custom Electron binary with custom Chrome adjustments with removed APIs and stuff, then this is of course not generous. Then you would have to pay for it, right? I've used Jenkins for years. I hate Jenkins because I love it. It's both absolute love and absolute hatred, because the last time I used Jenkins, we had our own bare metal server. We hosted it ourselves. That was incredibly painful because drives would get full. You have to update the dependencies. You have other things. You have Travis CI, right? You have Circle CI as well. All of them offer free solutions for open source, but you really need to be a real open source. GitHub Action is the only thing that you can run on your private projects being free. So you still have Travis, and you still have this. And of course, you know, like if you have something like I do here, if you have some sort of a Kubernetes cluster, like Raspberry Pi Kubernetes cluster, like this one, or whatever, right? Like we have a cluster here of four Raspberry Pis, 4 nodes. You could also, of course, set up a CI for very cheap on your Kubernetes and just have your Raspberry Pis be that, right? You port forward or masquerade your cluster outside of the world via your router, right? And then you're good to go as well. By the way, I'm doing a Kubernetes course, so this repository, you can take a look at it. I'm writing this. Yeah, here's Phil. Phil is around. So, but there are many ways you can solve that. But of course, the best way to solve it is to not do anything. The best thing to do in most cases is hopefully not do anything, right? So, if this is enough for you, 2,000 minutes. No, sure, absolutely. I mean, I don't know. To be very frank with you, like $4. Actually, I think I have this. I have access to this because I am paying $4 a month. I don't know. This is so cheap that this is really cheap. This is really, even if you pay for this, this is free for me. When I read $4, $20, that's still free. When I read $20, I still consider that free. So this is really, really cheap. Of course, if I had 10 people working on this project, then it would be $200. Then it wouldn't be so cheap. But if you need CI for yourself, then right. So yes. this is going to be my new ASMR video. Thanks, man. I'm actually a CS student. I want to build a project to impress the recruiters later for the job seeking. Which stack do you think is beginner? I mean, I don't think that there's a beginner-friendly stack. It really boils down to what it is that you want to build, right? Do you want to build web pages or video games or CPU drivers or program PCBs or program sensors? So it really boils down to what it is that you want to do and where you see yourself, right? So all stacks are friendly. You know, programming is very generic and very similar to no matter what you do, you're going to be writing same code pretty much every day for the rest of your life, no matter what you do. You can be building CPU drivers again, or building websites. At one point in time, everything becomes repetition, and then you get better at repetition. That's what it means becoming an expert. Doing something so many times that you know inside out for the most part how it works, not always, but also that you've done it for so many times that it just became a reflex, right? Because let's not deceive ourselves. Even this job becomes repetitive very quickly over time, right? All right, never mind. I thought this was another thing. All right, actually, that's very good. I'm very happy that we fixed that. Of course, now, yeah. So probably next tomorrow, I think I'm gonna stream tomorrow. We need to get back to our Kubernetes cluster. We need to finalize a lot of stuff there. We need to do the. We need to still learn a lot of Kubernetes. But we need to set up, I don't know, I think I have now, take a look at the deployments. We have that. So wait, so we get C cube CTL, get SVC all. So we have, so for our Kubernetes, we have the Postgres cluster running. So actually to move programmer network to our local host here, so I don't pay nearly for anything. I pay for Hetzner. I only pay for Hetzner, basically. That's the only thing I pay for. And once we move the programmer network project to this server at my home, in my apartment, then we're not going to be paying nearly for anything. Again, money is not a problem for me. I can pay for anything, really. It's rather about challenge. It's about, as I always say, COGS, cost of goods sold. I can buy anything. I can host this anywhere. That's the minimum problem. We're not concerned about money. It's just more about the challenge of how do you build something and keep it really cheap. Because Programmer Network is a hobby project, and some of the people are actually coming here and saying hi, whatever, but it's far from being profitable or showing some sort of potential where, hopefully maybe one day, who knows, with time, these types of platforms need community, they need people, which means that, trying to cut down all the possible costs for the sake of just always having it up no matter what is of course the goal. So I don't pay really for anything. I pay for Cloudflare images actually $10 a month, and I got an email that they're gonna actually cost $5 a month from the next month. So that is really, really nice. If you don't know, Cloudflare Images is a service similar to S3 or cloud storage on GCP or S3 on AWS. And it's a really nice service. You basically, right now I think I'm paying $10, but it's going to become $5 a month. Yep, actually it's already $5 a month. So no, it's $5 a month. So yeah, I pay $5 there. I pay for Hetzner, and that's pretty much it, I believe, what I pay for. Yeah. Front end is hosted. Program Network front end is hosted on Cloudflare Pages. That is also free, but again, it's amazing. So it's not that we are doing it because it's free, right? And yeah, as I said, once we move it here, we have a pretty nice cluster there. Once we move it to the to there, right, I think it's going to be pretty awesome. So looking very much forward to that. All right, my friends, let's round it up. I need to go. It's midnight here. It's 3 minutes to midnight. I instantly thought of Iron Maiden when I said that. So yeah, let's round up. For those of you who are new, thank you very much for passing by the stream. Thank you very much for saying hi. Whenever you watch me, please just say something. Just say hi, Alex, whatever, how you doing, and that's sufficient. Because it makes me keep coming back to stream. That's why I stream. Exactly, 2 minutes to midnight. All right, friends. Phil, thank you very much, man, for being here. I appreciate you very much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And Pedro, I'm very, very sorry, my friend, but you just joined when I'm leaving, so I will be alive tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully you can catch me up tomorrow. Joker, good night, buddy. Good night, everybody. Peace out. And okay, awesome. Good night, everybody. Bye bye. Cheers.